everyone, I am V. I am a part-time reseller on Poshmark and Depop. You can find me on Instagram at Tell Your Friends Sportswear, and I am so excited to be sharing some information on Vendoo's YouTube channel over the next few months. Today's topic is 10 items that are selling on Depop right now. If you're like me, Depop feels like a completely different world to you as a reseller. You know how Poshmark works or other platforms work, but Depop just feels like the oddball of the group. Well, Depop is incredible. There is so much money to be made on Depop. If you can just understand what the audience is looking for and what kind of items to pick up when you're sourcing to fulfill those needs of your audience. Depop is all about searching by trends, aesthetics, and hashtags. For instance, wearing space buns and purple lipstick might put you into the category of hashtag brats or hashtag Y2k. Wearing a sweater like this that's cable knit and like handmade might put you into the aesthetic of cottagecore or cabincore. And I know that these just sound like random things, but they're really an aesthetic that shoppers are looking for, and they're looking to shop that aesthetic. So when I show you these pieces today, I'm going to tell you what aesthetic they fall into and also tell you more about the kind of pieces you should be looking for. Okay, first up, I want to talk about Phoebebuffay. Phoebebuffay is a current trending hashtag on Depop, and it's all about the 1990s look of the classic character from Friends. So when you're outsourcing, you should be looking for things that Phoebe would wear. An example of that would be this Free People skirt. It's flowy, it's boho, it has the applique, it's giving she sings Smelly Cat in a coffee shop. Boho is always a good look for Depop under the hashtag boho, but specifically items that look like Phoebe would wear them, they're really trending right now. All right, the next item comes out of Y2k. I love that it's making a comeback. This is one of my favorite brands in college. It's the Northface, puffers, jackets, fleeces, all of it. It falls under the aesthetic called Gorpcore. Gorp means good old raisin people. I guess that just means people to go hiking and need trail mix. Like, I'm from Oregon, I should know these things. I've hiked like every mountain range. If you visited my Depop shop, you know that I love to sell the aesthetic from Y2k. I lived it, I was there. It was the best time of my life. And one of my favorite brands to sell and source right now is Tommy Hilfiger, specifically Tommy Girl. It does really well for me. Anything with like big logo is in Logomania, the aesthetic, and it's kind of coming back. And I've really noticed that my Tommy Hilfiger sales have started to pick way up. The next trend takes a lot of inspiration from the 1970s, Phoebebuffay, and Y2k, specifically Steve Madden. But it is the platform shoe. The platform Oxford does super well. Brand doesn't matter. Brand doesn't matter at all. It's just all about the look. Funky, chunky platform. Another thing I love about Depop is that brands really don't matter. Since it's about aesthetic, these are not by Steve Madden. These are actually by Bass shoes, which is like something my grandma wore. This next trend takes a lot of inspiration from the 1980s, and it is colorblock. T-shirts, jackets, sportswear, pants, anything that's color blocking is really on trend right now. More along the lines of Gorpcore with the Northface, Patagonia also falls into that aesthetic. So be picking up teeth, snap fleeces, dresses, skirts, shorts, especially the baggies, anything Patagonia, Northface, just get it listed over there. Use Vendoo to do it. Another item I've been talking about all fall and winter that is still selling, still flying, is cowboy boots. Western is really big right now. So anything Western, anything boho, it kind of all fits in the same aesthetic, and it's the same shoppers looking for both. Another trend I want to talk about doing really well right now for me is belts, and all belts. I'm talking belts with a big buckle, belts that are leather, belts that have embellishments, belts with or without a buckle, belts that are interchangeable, belts that are embroidered, belts with really unique features. Like this Free People belt can be any size because each and every one of these X's is actually the whole. This next one is a twofer because yeah, it's a belt, but it's a brand called Ed Hardy, which is like the pinnacle of Y2K. Ed Hardy, Von Dutch, all that Y2K alternative aesthetic, it's huge and it sells. And last but not least, also falling into the Y2K aesthetic, but also touching on grunge and rocker is Miss Me jeans. Miss Me and Rock Republic are doing so well right now. Anything with embellishments, distressing, the more unique, the merrier, and the more flared, the better. Like literally, the bigger flare, the better. I'm sorry, these are giving like Lizzie McGuire, the Style Shack. If you have never sold on Depop, I would encourage you to use Vendoo. Go in, cross-list your items, give it a try. Try out some new hashtags, try out some new aesthetics. You probably already have items in your inventory right now that would sell on Depop. And I just encourage you guys to just step outside your comfort zone and try it because you never know what will happen. Not even 10 months ago, I had 3 sales on Depop in 2.5 years. And since I got serious about it and started cross-listing on a regular basis and being active on the platform, I did over $6,000 in sales last year on Depop. It is totally possible and Vendoo makes it easy. Thank you guys so much for watching today. I look forward to sharing more tips and tricks with you in the future to using Vendoo. Make sure you subscribe to their YouTube channel. Make sure you're following them on Instagram. Make sure you're following me on Instagram and stay tuned. Tell your friends.